Hello, how y'all doing? Welcome to tonight's video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Edema Flu, and I'm going to be your host now and forevermore. If you're a returning supporter, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for choosing to view this video. I'm excited to be back. Tonight's video is a life update video. I've been gone for 6 months, maybe 7. I've been putting a few short videos out, and I would like to just talk about a little bit of what's going on in my life.
Why do I keep moving my hands like this? Too funny.
For those who are new here, this channel is almost 3 years old. It started out as me deciding to move forward with my life after just pretty much making like a whole bunch of just really like emotionally based decisions for 10 years.
For everyone, it looks differently, but for me, my poor choices were drinking excessively, just allowing myself to affiliate myself with anybody. I would call anybody my friend after just meeting them for a few minutes, abusing psychedelics, and most importantly, I turned my back on God.
And just like self-sabotaging my life and just doing things that were not in my best interests, you know. However, once I healed and figured out who I was and where I wanted to go in life and the things that I wanted to do,
this was achieved through good old-fashioned trial and error, willpower, determination, and professional help. Counseling, y'all, yes.
I realized I wanted to move, and I decided to just commit to myself. That's when I got locks, and that's when I bought a one-way ticket. I called my dad. I pretty much confessed all my sins and told him that I wanted to change. So that's where this channel came from. Now I'm about 3 years into that journey, and I'm wanting to share a lot of the lessons that I've learned throughout this, because when you make poor choices, sometimes you don't know that you're making them while they're happening. And then hindsight is 20/20. So that being said, my channel is going to be more consistent. It's going to be still kind of all over the place, but eventually it'll all take shape. I don't want to talk any more because I only have about 5 minutes before I run out of space on my SD card. I have some notes here just to keep me on track. So I want to talk about where I've been at, where I'm at right now. My last video was filmed here in New Jersey, where I'm at right now. Y'all were hanging out with me when I was cleaning my room and dancing to my little Spanish music. All right. I was still recovering from a concussion. I was out for about 8 months. That was around month 7 of my recovery. I went back to my apartment in Albany for a little bit. Then I went to see my mom in New Orleans for a little bit. I hadn't seen her in like 2 years. Hadn't seen one of my brothers in like 4 years.
My mom is on the right and my Aunt Olive is on the left. We were eating at Palace Cafe.
Came back to Albany, worked for a little bit. Then I went to, I think the next place that I went to was Jersey for a little bit to visit my dad. Then I went to Chicago to see my other brother.
So Josh is right next to me, and that's Olive's son, Tarek.
I haven't seen him in 3 years. Went back to Albany for a couple days. Now I'm here in Jersey. I really don't know, like, and that's where I'm gonna leave that at for now. So, I mentioned that I had been overwhelmed, and the reason I was overwhelmed is because there were a lot of changes going on in my life at the time. I also have some chips here. I was gonna eat them, but I don't want to eat and talk at the same time. Well, I'm gonna eat one. Actually, it's just some. So recently, so I have been single since I was 24, so about 2015. I had, you know, a situationship and tried to date somebody throughout that time. It just didn't work. This was while it was in New Orleans. When I moved to New York, that part of my life was dead. Like, I was focused just on myself and just trying to forgive myself for all the mistakes I made in the past. So recently, around, I want to say in November, I opened myself up to the possibility of seeing someone if I met someone and I felt like we connected. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. It is a very painful situation. It has been very difficult. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because it all boils down to a few things. Like, sometimes people can want to be together, but the timing can be off, and also more healing needs to be done, and it's difficult moving through stressful situations, especially after going through a concussion, like especially one that was as serious as mine was. So it was just a lot going on. And working, also that's more stress. And then like, you know, when you're overwhelmed and stressed out, every aspect of your life gets affected, from your health to your friendships to your relationship with your parents. Like, everything was just really going haywire, and I needed to just take a break. So that's why I'm here in Jersey, and I had to just make some appointments and just pretty much get back to where I need so I can be an effective member on whatever team that I decide to join. I don't know why I said it like that, but when you're working, when you're going to school, when you have friendships, everything requires both people to do their end, to pull their weight, you know? So when you're not feeling your best, you can't show up in every aspect of your life. So I got a few minutes left. I just want to talk about what I'm eating lately, what my diet is like, some of my hopes and dreams. I want to tell y'all about Fernanda. If you haven't met Fernanda, she's all over my YouTube channel. She's a plant that I named after my favorite Mexican soap opera. She's not here with me, but the sun is coming out, so she will be coming out too, all right? So what I hope to continue building and working on are my interpersonal skills, right? Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's also when you say it. And, you know, I'm not perfect. My communication skills are pretty good, you know. However, there's always room for improvement. I want to talk about my diet. Like, I have not been eating properly, and when I say properly, I just mean like not eating a lot, because I've been stressed out a lot. And if you're like me, when you get stressed out and overwhelmed, like, food is the last thing that I'm thinking about. I just want to lay in bed and just isolate myself. Where my health is at now, I would say it's fair. Like, I really am not in the same place I was when I was here last time. My concussion is about 90 to 95% better. I'm working on filming more content and just getting back into school, like I said. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was not too long and drawn out, and that it was enjoyable. I will definitely go into more things that I've talked about on here. The next video that I'm gonna do is gonna be either a self-improvement video, or maybe I'll give y'all like a vlog from New Orleans or my most recent trip to Chicago. I hope y'all have a blessed evening. I hope y'all rest well, and I will see you real soon. Thank you so much for watching.